Hey guys, it's Heather from Mindset Made Better. Welcome back to our channel, and if you're new here, welcome. If you love personal growth and self-improvement, then you have come to the right place. Each week we put out a video that goes along with our articles over on mindsetmadebetter.com. And over there we have daily posts on many great quotes, and we apply those teachings to modern times. So if you enjoy that kind of content, please consider subscribing to our channel. Let's take a walk and talk about trauma and healing. Today's quote is, "Trauma creates changes you don't choose. Healing is about creating changes that you do choose." A few years ago, I volunteered my time as a crisis counselor for an amazing organization. I worked with people from all ages and walks of life, and the work I did gave me an intimate look at just how many horrific traumas people have gone through and different stages of the process that they were in while trying to deal with it. And I truly admired their courage to talk about it and release themselves from the burden of carrying it all on their own. It can be so hard to open up to people about the demons that you've been fighting. Now, trauma is not something we choose. It changes us. Whether it's a one-time event, diagnosis of a chronic or terminal medical illness, or ongoing relentless distress, that trauma, whatever it is, becomes part of us, whether we want it to or not. And sometimes it leaves us with very real changes, like physical changes or psychological changes like PTSD or panic disorder. And if you've experienced any kind of trauma, please know that it wasn't your fault and that you didn't deserve for it to happen. No one deserves to have these kinds of things happen to them. Now, there was this man named Viktor Frankl who wrote a book called Man's Search for Meaning. I'll link it down in the description box below if you're interested. But he was a Holocaust survivor, and he pretty much lost everyone and everything. And he said, quote, "When we're no longer able to change a situation, we're challenged to change ourselves," end quote. And we can't change what happened to us, but we can change how we respond to it. And this is something that's really stuck with me when thinking about my own past traumas. You see, healing from our trauma allows us to take back our power. We get to choose from that point forward how things are going to go. What we can do in taking back our power becomes limitless. We get to determine what we will do with our experience and how it will shape us going forward. But more so, healing is our responsibility. While we aren't responsible for what happened to us, we are responsible for healing ourselves. And maybe that means that we need to seek outside help to begin to integrate our traumas and begin the healing process. And that's totally okay. Truthfully, we deserve to live our lives from a place where we have healed. Last month, I wrote a post for the quote, "If you don't heal what hurt you, you will bleed on people who didn't cut you." And I'll link it in the description box down below if you want to check it out. But basically, I talked about how our past hurts and fears from previous traumas can transfer into new relationships because we're scared of the same thing happening again. And this was mostly focused on romantic relationships. But sometimes we are so afraid of something bad happening again, we treat our new partner with distrust, or we'll even wound others to try to heal ourselves. And when this happens, we're showing up in life from a very wounded place. Healing what hurt us is necessary for us to have the healthy, loving relationships that we truly deserve. Here's how we can move beyond past hurts. Number 1, understand that we have to open ourselves up to experience true intimacy with another person. We cannot have a real, meaningful relationship without opening ourselves up this way, and that means sometimes we will get hurt. We can't experience true connection without the risk of getting hurt or things going wrong. The only way to eliminate any risk is to do nothing, which isn't very fulfilling. Number 2, look for life lessons that you can learn when you got hurt. How did this trauma change you into the person that you are today? Maybe what happened allowed you to become more sensitive or compassionate, which is an asset for all your other relationships. Or perhaps you learned what you don't want in a partner. Number 3, forgive yourself for allowing yourself to be vulnerable. It's hard to see this when we're hurting, but most of the time when people treat us bad, it has more to do with them and nothing to do with you. It isn't your fault that someone took advantage of your kindness or love. Number 4, talk about it with someone that you trust. Holding in all your pain is not noble. It takes strength to share what's really going on with other people. And sometimes just talking about how you feel and another person listening and validating your experience can make a big difference in how you look at what happened. Number 5, don't lose your sense of self-worth. Always remember that your value as a person does not decrease if another person cannot see it. Just because someone didn't appreciate you doesn't mean that others won't. If you know your own value in relationships to begin with, weathering a breakup or betrayal will be a little easier. Now, while the idea of healing with these tips sounds super easy and immediate, it does take time, a lot of time, and it is not easy. And if you're struggling right now, know that you are not alone. We all fall sometimes, and it's okay. It's okay to grieve and be where you are right now. Just don't stay there. But this is going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for spending time with me, and I hope that you found this video helpful. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. If there's someone you think would benefit from this video, please share it. Until next time, stay healthy, stay positive, and remember that you owe it to yourself to create the life that you want and deserve. We'll see you soon.